Admit your wrongdoings. I stole another girl's pair of pants in middle school. I've never told anyone. Just for context, we grew up poor. I looked forward to school just so I can eat lunch. We didn't have the nicest clothes, we didn't have much of anything. We were saltine crackers with peanut butter poor. The uniforms for middle school started to not fit me very well. I felt awkward, I wanted the same style as the other girls, but I knew my parents weren't going to buy me new clothes. We got shoes maybe once a year. I felt jealous, I felt like I looked ugly. I looked at the other girls and thought they looked so cool. I had my eye on this one girl's pants, it was a pair of black skinny jeans, they looked great on her. Well, we had gym class together, and after everyone changed into their uniforms, I was the last one in the locker room. I went over to her locker and swiped her pants. I went over to another abandoned locker and stashed them, then joined the others. After gym class everyone got dressed, except the girl I stole from. The gym teachers and her friends looked around, asked for whoever took them to cough it up. She ended up having to spend the rest of the day in gym shorts. I took the pants home and my dumbass wore them the next day. And they didn't fucking fit. I didn't take in account that she was much thinner and shorter than me. Everyone knew whose pants those were. Everyone knew I stole her pants. It was so obvious, I don't know how I was so dumb. But to this day I still never confessed that I did steal them. I'm embarrassed as fuck, but I did it. I admit I tried to stretch them out and wear them again here and there and keep up the lie. I was relentless, I didn't steal that girl's pants, but they knew. I feel sorry that I did that, and I feel bad she had to sit the rest of the day in gym shorts. I feel stupid because they didn't even fit. I'm glad I'm more mature and I now cringe at the memory. I faked having did for attention. It's bad, trust me, I know. It all started almost 3 years ago. I met this person online and we became close. A few months into our friendship they admitted to having did. Given my extremely idiotic tendencies, a few months later, I told them, and a few other people, that I also had did, and they believed me. A few months ago they ended. They never found out that I was faking though. However, I have done a fuck ton of research about the disorder, and read a lot of signs to look at to tell if someone is faking, and in all honesty I think they are too. I genuinely regret my actions and want to put this behind me, but I had to tell someone. I plagiarized my English paper, past, and now it will haunt me forever. I hated my English teacher my first year of high school. He was weird and had a dry sense of humor I couldn't appreciate at the time. But over the next few years, I learned to really like him. I was even his TA my senior year. We would always talk about music and literature. He introduced me to some of my favorite music. I think it was my sophomore or junior year. We had a big paper to write over a book we were supposed to read, House on Haunted Hill possibly, which would be fitting. I didn't read the damn book, then, and totally copied my friend's paper. I changed it enough but was sure he'd see through my shit. I got an A. And every damn time I saw this teacher he would tell me how brilliant my paper was. Did he know? Did he torture me with this for the next decade? We actually remained in touch after high school and had coffee from time to time. His wife owned a local candy shop. He passed away a few years ago after moving to a new state, but every single time I saw him previous to that he always mentioned my amazing plagiarized paper over a book I never read. I always wanted to tell him. To know if he really knew. I think he knew. Brilliant asshole. I miss him. I purposely pushed my brother off the stage and blamed it on someone else. He got a small head injury, a badly bruised arm and a slightly fractured leg. The kid I blamed got to write an apology letter for pushing me and got 1 day suspended. When I was 10 and my brother was 7 turning 8. He was the devil. He always get in trouble and known in my school for being a total POS. Because of him, I was known the sister of the devil. No one dared to be friends with me, but I had one classmate who just hangs out with me when her friends was absent. I literally wanted to be part of her friend group. Anyways, during that time my brother decided to disturb me and this girl while we were playing. My brother kept on bothering us and asking me if I wanted to play hide and seek with him, but since it was so rare to get to hang out with this girl, I said no. This girl said, "If you are little devil right there doesn't stop bothering me, I'm sorry but I have no choice but to go." I got scared to be alone. It was my chance to prove I was as fun as her friends. Some of her friends already arrived and they decided to play tag. I wanted to prove myself and told them I can be the it. If you manage to tag at least 3 of you, I would stay and play with you guys. Gosh, I just realized how shitty and desperate that was. She didn't agree but the others did. When we started playing, my brother was running towards me yelling he also wanted to play. I got pissed off cause it was my time to shine, so I said shut up and bumped him a little bit, but I didn't knew that he would fall off the stage. I stopped and checked if anyone saw. No one did. I checked on my brother who was now crying, head is bleeding and was holding his right arm cause it began to become as purple as a grape. I was shocked. I panicked and called one of the teachers and told her someone pushed me, so I bumped to my brother and now he fell. The teacher called the school guard who has an emergency kit. The teacher asked me who pushed me and I said I wasn't sure, so I just pointed on a random student who was really close next to me. After calling my grandma who was the one taking care of us at that time, the teacher made the student write in 2 pages, back-to-back apology letter and sent to me the next day. The kid was also suspended. I could tell that when I pointed at the kid he was shocked and said, I wasn't even running on the stage, under his breath. After the incident, I realized how shitty I was for literally pushing my brother away for some girls who didn't even want to hang out with me unless they feel really alone and shit. My brother also thought that it was someone else and not me who pushed him. I felt so shit after everything. So few months later I became friends with the guy I blamed and he said it was probably a misunderstanding, but I confessed and said no. I was so desperate to have those girls to be my friend and hang out with me that I pushed my own brother on purpose. He was kinda angry at me for a while, but he was mature and said it's alright, at least you learn something from it. We're best friends now, and he said he was kinda angry at me cause his parents were really angry at him. He didn't care if he was blamed or got scolded at. He was just angry at me cause now he has a record. Anyways, I realized stuff now and I'd rather hang out with my brothers than those people who just see me whenever they need something. And I was in the wrong.